Hi, and welcome back to the Skull Survivor devlog. I just recorded like 20 minutes of video and realized that the audio wasn't capturing. So we're going to be like right in the middle of this. But I'll catch you up real quick and we can go from there. All right. So first, we're going to jump back in here. So I was in the middle of a ChatGPT conversation. And in fact, this is pretty cool because even though I lost that whole video, um, you can see what I was doing before. So I started with a new prompt. I want you to act as a Unity 3D developer with a passion for software craftsmanship. And I just said, add test to this file for allowing unlocking of weapons and displaying the current gold to the player. The player has before and after its purchase is made. Then it added a lot of test stuff. So then I said, unlock it using a new button called unlock to the weapon select menu. So it did that, but made this gigantic test. So then I said verify the lock image was displayed, so I made it even larger. And so then it couldn't even generate the whole test. And I said split into smaller tests following solid principles. So then it decided to split it into the display options. The weapon options are displayed, the buttons are displayed, lock image is displayed, and the purchase the weapon test. And it generated two of those tests. So that first test then we implemented, and then it forced us to create the unlock button, and showed that the continue button and the unlock button were false before selecting an item. And then I kind of asked it to continue. That didn't work, so then I kind of started a little bit over again, and I said for the levels that are unlocked in this test, verify the lock image is used instead of the item image in the menu item. So then it generated this code, and I'm currently tweaking it so that we can then run that test properly. So now we have this public bool is unlocked, and we're just kind of starting from there. We also have this weapon image, and then we have a menu lock image. So the lock image is good. So we want to generate that. Make it a field, go in here. We're going to just say sprite. That's going to be public. It's going to be a public property on there. So that should allow for that. We're also going to say, I'd actually like this to be weapon image. Just follow the same paradigm that we had before. And then we're gonna make that a field. This thing is also going to be a sprite, but menu item. Weapon select menu item, weapon image. Or yeah, I guess like it might even be menu image. Image? Nah, that's fine. Actually, this is going to be a UI image, right? Image from Unity Engine UI. So that all exists because that has the sprite property on it. And then item image on weapon data we definitely want as well. So we'll generate that field. It already knows it's a sprite, so that's great. So our scriptable objects can now take images that represent that item. So, and then we can delete all these comments. And then let's take a look at the assertion process too. So we go through, we have a scriptable object that contains all of our weapons. So we loop over those weapons and we just say, did the name and description get filled out for that weapon? If it's locked, then we're going to assert menu items. So menu items is all of the menu items, which, yeah, maybe we need, maybe we don't. Any sprite image equals locked image equals that image. That doesn't quite work because it's asserting it as a collection. So I almost think like this should just be a for loop. And then we can instead index the menu items at that. So we can just say weapon select menu item. menu item equals menu items at the index of I. And so now they're both going in order. So they both got generated. They both are generated in order. And we're just making these assertions. So assert true. And instead of an any, we're just going to say the menu item equals that. No, what? Menu item dot weapon image dot sprite equals lock image. And same thing here. And so we don't need the counter assertion because we know that it's going to be down here. But so this one is going to be the weapon image is the weapon data. So we can just delete up to here. Delete this, like that. Menu items, any. These assertions can go away as well. And this assertion can go away. And then I think we're okay. So we'll run through the rest of this, and then maybe I'll split this into a second video because this test is getting a little chunky. So yeah, what do we got? Weapons are displayed. All right, let's take a look. So there's gonna be a bunch of stuff missing at the moment. And we're gonna have to work on getting it all working. Here we go. Null reference exception. And of course, this is the, so this is on line 56. So we can open the error line. It does not have a weapon data item image or a lock image. And none of the weapons are currently locked, right? So we got the scriptable object that needs maintaining. So we're going to go in here, open. And so this one needs a lock image, and I think I have one already. Oh, there's like padlock. So we'll see how that looks. So that's the lock image. And then we need let's see, player options. New player options. I just want the player options asset. And that'll take us to, okay, so our sword is, I don't know, these can't really be moved up or down. Yeah, so the sword is unlocked, everything else is locked, and each of these need an item image. Yeah, which means that we're gonna need to go and create these sprites. It'd be nice if this stuff was all kind of together, but it's not, so we're gonna live with that. Okay, so for now, let's just get some temporary stuff in there. Actually, let's go ahead and just create it. So gold sword, we got you right here. Just gonna open this up. Kind of want just like a screenshot of you here. I wonder, can I maybe open up the mesh in the mesh viewer? Will that work for me? Here's that Microsoft 3D viewer app that comes with Windows 11 that maybe can work for us. It doesn't quite have any lighting or texturing. Maybe that's a problem. Let's see. So we got this gold sword. No, it just is black. So not quite sure what I would do with that. Oh yeah, gold sword right there. Oh, but this is perfect right here. This is what we want. So we're just gonna do this. And we're gonna turn it into what, an icon of some kind? Just gonna grab it. Okay. And we'll just I don't know, we'll just jump into PaintNet or something. But first, I saw that we had, so where's a stone sword located? Textures, weapons, stone sword, PNG. Where is that at? Oh, wait, we already have, it's called the point and the question. All right, so that was some old names from the previous version, but I was doing pretty much exactly the same thing. So the point, what's the point? And the question, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to run that unit test again. Run. And now we are saying, oh yeah, that's right, because we did not yet set the canvas open. Oh no, we have these, however, our weapon select menu item does not currently have the image set. Save, run all. Hey, expected true, but was false. And that's because we had the different items that could be selected or not, and they were never displayed properly. So, let's see, for each weapon, blah, blah, blah. So we can go ahead and here, and now we can go back to ChatGPT and say, extend the following code to display the lock image on locked items and the weapon image on unlocked items. Weapon description. Hey, check if it's locked. Oh yeah, and it knows to it even adds locked to the weapon name. I love it. All right. I wasn't gonna do that, but maybe I should. Yeah, all that stuff's the same. Otherwise, it's just after the option text. Dot is locked. Locked. Weapon image. Oh yeah, I never corrected it. Dot. Oh yeah, okay, so it's not setting the sprite. Okay, and then this needs to be lock image. Lock image. Button select is false. All right, so if locked, display the lock image. The sprite equals Actually, let's just leave it like that. Go back in here. Run all. Oh, everything is busted now. And that's because we don't have... No? All right, let's see. Open liner. Option menu dot weapon image dot sprite equals weapon data dot image. Yeah, it should have been able to get it. Unless we got some stuff here. Open. Lock button. Got the lock sprite. Lock or unlock. Weapon selected menu item. Ah, it did not get that. Save, click over here, go back, click over here. Run all again. Weapon name to array. We call on enable and then, yeah, weird. Collection containing axe, but was sword and axe locked. Assert contains weapon. Dot array, description dot array. Greater than 0. Let's comment this out at first because it was passing before. I would expect it to say, oh, assert equal axe 0, 1. Because we cannot, we haven't unlocked it. So yeah, so this test is not quite valid anymore. We'll work on that in the next video. I'll close this one out. But we should see, all right, everything's passing. And we should be able to see the items with the lock displays pop up. Hey, there you go. They're not quite squares, but the sword is showing up, and then we're going to later work on additional unit tests to make sure that the lock transfers as we click through, and then we add prices and other things like that. So this all looks pretty good. And we're kind of hopping along, as it were. So the sword, it looks like the axe was never selected. So this all appears to be working properly as well. All right, I will see you all next time, and hopefully we'll add a little bit more of this functionality as we go. Bye, everybody. Like, subscribe, do that.